Hello. I get to spend a decent amount of time here at Langlab because they have so much great programming. But as Jamie mentioned, Purple Porch was incubated here, so I feel like Purple Porch is a great success story of this kind of incubation. We used to be in the space that Zen Cafe and Violet Sky currently are in. So my work with Purple Porch is directly tied to what my main focus at IUSB was, and that was sustainability. My first class at IUSB was with a professor that really got me inspired about learning. Before that, I went to high school, I got decent grades, I went to college because it was the thing to do, and but that professor really was so engaged with his students that I ended up, it was a geology of the national parks course. After that course, I ended up getting a job in Kings Canyon National Park in California, just because I developed a passion for geology as a result of that. Following that, I came back to school and I thought, oh, wow, I can actually finish this. I can get through this. I had like 2 years under my belt. And so that's when I really dove into sustainability. The minor had just been established. So I got to work pretty closely with Mike Keene and Krista Bailey along the way there. And their passion for community, I think, is something that really, if I took anything away from IUSB, it would be that passion for community. My work with Purple Porch revolves around local food. I work with over 100 local and regional food producers. Those are farmers, those are chocolatiers and coffee roasters, bakers, you name it, we work with them. And the majority of them come from a 60-mile radius, so what we kind of define as Michiana. So I try to get out on farms when I can and visit these establishments, see how we can work together in helping those producers better meet their needs, and in turn help, I think, me and the community better meet our needs as well. I recently had a conversation with someone about sustainability, and I feel like I live in a very, utilitarian, practical, pragmatic world now. I'm not in school. I have been removed for about 4 years, and so it had been a while since I kind of got questioned on kind of what it was I studied and what it means. And I value those conversations. I think I stumbled a little bit, but over the course of the evening, I got a better sense of what I do and why I do it. And it revolved around my work with the Bird Cell Project. So the Bird Cell Project is an arts organization. We seek to revitalize underutilized and abandoned spaces in South Bend by opening them to artists in the community. What that means is basically we get access to buildings that have been vacant for a while or have no real traditional use. For instance, we currently work in a former power plant that's in the basement of the Commerce Center. You can't really lease that as office space to most people, but it turns out there are a lot of artists around the world that want to work in spaces like that. And so, the conversation was, well, how's that sustainability? That's not sustainability. That's art. I think sustainability is broad, as it very well should be, and it's hard to define in a lot of in detail because it needs all of those different ideas. And so what we do there is we ask artists, and we work with artists that want to respond to space, to the unique history of a space, to the unique materials of that space. And that is exactly what sustainability is. It's about a site-specific approach to problem solving. It's not about this, you pull from this worked here and this worked here and that could work here, but you have to take into account the people that live in that area and the history of that space, as I think Rebecca could attest to. And so I guess, I have a lot of fun in what I do. Purple Porch is a great place to work. I'm proud to say we employ over 20 employees now. I think we're at about 25. And we recently instituted a 10-10 minimum wage. It took us 2 years of being open to get there, but it was a goal from day one, and we worked towards that, and now we're there. And that's probably one of my most proud things, is that we provide employment for a lot of people that really enjoy it. But we also, through our work with these local food producers, we support them to the tune of over $500,000 a year through purchasing of their products and providing a market space for that. With the Bird Cell Project, we've drawn artists from around the world. We work with local artists, regional artists from around the country, but we have had a lot of interest from South Korea, India, and so it's really fascinating to me that this kind of vision that myself and Nalani Schultz, who founded it with me, is drawing people to this area. And I think that is something that I want to see more of, is these kind of, it's very important to invest in the people that are here, but at the same time, invest in ideas that draw new people here, because that new, those ideas melding together and creating something new is what really builds vibrancy in a city, which continues to make it a place that people want to live, people want to visit, and people want to build a life. And I feel like that's something that IUSB really helped me do. It helped me care about learning, take it seriously, but also have fun doing it, apply it in a way that I think is meaningful and that hopefully is in fact meaningful to the community and people in it. And it's helped me see basically any space that I'm in as a place that I can be a part of and help contribute. So thank all of you for being here tonight. I've had a few of you as professors. I'm proud to say over the years I've even befriended some of you, which I think is, when I went to college I didn't think that was a thing, you know? Yeah, IUSB has been a huge impact on my life, and I'm glad to be here to support it in some small way and hope that I can continue to do that into the future. One thing I should mention, Purple Porch is currently hiring, so if you are a student or a graduate and you're looking for, you have a passion for community and sustainability and potentially food, come in and see what we have to offer. Thank you.